restored, and all the suffering indigenous populations in the damnable zoological republic are set free. Chineke na nke pụrụ ihe niile Chukwu okike abịa onye na-efewe n'aja aha nsọ ya mma mgbe niile. Onye ọbụla na ya na-achị eluigwe n'ụwa na-agba akaebe ịhụnanya gị na ebere gị amara gị na ọmịiko gị ebe ndị gị na-eze ebe dị ngọzi. Anyị wee na-etoghị agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro. Iwe nye anyị ndụ ala nke dị n'uwe n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-asị na ịja mma niile otu niile dịrị aha nsọ gị. Onye ọbụla anyị aka ike niile na ọbadara aka ya. Anyị wee na-akpọku gị na-asị gị na nke ọma anyị ga-ekele gị, nke ọjọọ ma anyị kelee gị. Anyị wee na-aja gị mma, wee na-eto gị, wee na-asọpụrụ gị n'isi ụmụ gị niile bụ ndị ikwu ndị wee ezi oku mgbe a kpọrọ ha ka ha wee chekwaa ala nsọ gị bụ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na ihe n'ikwuru anyị nkwa na o mekataghị ka ndị iro wee were ala nsọ Biafra onye nwe m na Chineke na nke bi n'igwe. Agbanyeghị atụmatụ ọjọọ niile nke ndị iro ma ndị na-agba mgbọgba ebe niile dị iche iche onye nwe m na Chineke nna n'ihere bụ nke niile etu a n'ụbọchị nke taa. Anyị wee na-eto gị, wee na-asị onye nwe anyị na Chineke nna nke pụrụ m ihe niile. Onye ọ bụ naanị ya na-azọpụta, onye ọ bụ naanị ya bụ okwu ya niile bụ ihe na amen. Anyị wee na-asị ezi ebube dị ngọzi na ọtụtụ na ịja mma na nsọpụrụ site n'ebighị ebi ma ruo n'ebighị ebi. Ise ise ise.
I dey hungry, me dey hungry, I dey hungry, I dey hungry, I dey hungry, me dey hungry, I dey hungry, I dey hungry, I dey hungry, me I dey hungry. Belle dey worry me I dey hungry. You dey hear am, you dey hear am, I dey hungry, I dey hungry. Belle dey worry me, you know dey hear what? I dey hungry, I dey hungry, you dey hear am, I dey hungry. I dey hungry, I dey hungry, I dey hungry, you dey hear am, Belle dey worry me, you know dey hear me. I dey hungry, I dey hungry, make person give me joy. Dey hungry, belle dey worry me. I beg ye help, I dey hungry.
Belle dey worry me, make you give me joy.
He don't take
I dey hungry, I dey hungry, I dey hungry, I'm not tired. I dey hungry, I dey hungry,
President,
I dey hungry, you dey hear am, I dey hungry,
Vice President,
I dey hungry, you dey hear am, I dey hungry,
Senator,
I dey hungry, you dey hear am, I dey hungry,
and Minister,
I dey hungry, you dey hear am, I dey hungry,
Governor,
I dey hungry, you dey hear am, I dey hungry, you dey hear, we dey hungry, belle dey worry, I dey hungry, belle dey worry, my belle dey worry, President,
I dey hungry,
Vice President,
you dey hear am, I dey hungry,
belle dey worry,
make you give me joy.
President, Vice President, you dey here, we dey hungry, belle dey
Everywhere.
morning, good afternoon. Welcome to this special broadcast today, the 14th day of April 2022 and the 15th day of April in some of the places. Already we have entered the 15th. Those of you in Biafra land, you are still in the 14th day of April 2022. And this is live and direct on Voice of Biafra, 97.5 FM, live and direct on Enter Biafra live streaming program, live and direct on Enter Biafra YouTube channel, Enter Biafra, all platform, and on IPOB, worldwide autopiloted platform. This is a continuation of the awareness for the restoration of Biafra nation, the independent state of Biafra. This daily broadcast is targeted at enlightening the people of Biafra, giving them security alert, enlightening them on dangers as we receive intels. This broadcast is to create awareness for the impunity and genocide and ethnic cleansing going on in Nigeria, being sponsored by the Nigerian government. Everything you hear in this platform, most are all verified, and we don't do propaganda. We analyze issues as they come to the best of our ability and to the best of our knowledge. Today, we have come again with another powerful exposition. We are going to expose this evening the role of Pantami in Islamization of Nigeria. We are going to expose this evening some of the things that you don't know about your NIN. We are going to expose these things this evening, and you are going to know how far Pantami and this NIN, how far they have gone to capture somehow, digitally and technologically captured most of the territory of Nigeria, how this NIN have helped to create the insecurity instead of solving it. Some of you do not understand why the world powers are against certain countries controlling nuclear weapons. I want to connect the exposition this evening to the reason why America will fight Iran for having uranium. I want to link this to why America invaded Iraq, because there was a rumor that Saddam Hussein had nuclear weapon or developing nuclear weapon. I want you to understand the reason why the world powers are fighting North Korea, because they fear that North Korea have nuclear weapon. I want you to understand the war that is going on between Ukraine and Russia, and of course, and NATO countries, that Russia is being feared today because Russia is in possession of nuclear technology and nuclear weapon. Now, when these things fall in the wrong hand, it becomes a global threat. When nuclear weapon falls in the wrong hand, it becomes a global threat. Today, nobody is seeing Afghanistan, Taliban in Afghanistan as a global threat because America themselves messed up. So when they mess up, they don't see it as a global threat because they messed up big time by funding terrorists and making them become the most powerful terrorist nation in the world. As I'm talking to you today, militarily, Afghanistan has become the most powerful terrorist nation. They have all manner of arms and ammunition, military hardware, more than many countries of the world, and all from America as a gift. So, America is not concerned because America do not want to raise that issue globally so that to avoid blame, because the world, they are going to blame America. You are raising concern, but you are the one who funded Taliban. You are raising concern, but you are the one who founded the Taliban, and you want Taliban to fight against Russia. Today, Taliban did not win Russia. Russia is still standing strong. It is a mistake. And the leaders continue to make a very dangerous decision that is putting the entire globe in danger. That is why it is very important that people with brain get involved in international politics. And of course, when you can have brainy people to get involved in international politics and play a very vital role in advisory role, so that those representing different countries in global stage will not be making stupid decisions that they have done today severally to make Russia to be able to show their military power in Ukraine, in Kremlin, in Crimea, and then also in Syria. I have faulted that particular decision from the beginning, even during the Obama time. But because, some of the people that goes into politics, most of the people that go into politics, they are just going into politics, opportunity to, to make a living. So some of them are not actually, they are not that smart, okay? It is not just in Africa, it is everywhere. So don't think that it is only in Africa that you have people that are not smart and they are into politics. Because when you look at these decisions that have been made, concerning Russia and some policies, you find out that it was, some of them were really uncalled for, that they should have avoided a lot of mistakes, and those mistakes provoked some of the people that they are trying to fight, and we are in where we are today, and see all this attack happening here and there. So I'm going to link these things to, I'm going to tell you the similarity, how this thing work globally, and what Pantami and your NIN, the danger you are into for using NIN. That NIN is not for any developmental purpose in Nigeria. It is not for any advancement of Nigeria. It is not to boost Nigeria economy. No, I am telling you today, it is being used for the advantage of terrorists. The NIN, founded by Pantami or whatever, is being used to the advantage of the terrorists in Nigeria. And we are going to know how they are using it for the advantage of the terrorists. But in other words, it should be the other way around. It should have been an avenue or a technology that should be used to curb insecurity, but because the intention of the NIN was not to fight insecurity, rather to aid the conquest and the overrunning of Nigeria by terrorists. I'm going to tell you why. And it is you that is there that is going to make sure that they don't succeed by rising up to this particular task. I want to also make it very clear today that the leaders in the Southeast have failed. They need help. Every political leader in the Southeast, South, they all have failed and they need help. They don't need help as in physical help. They need spiritual help. So if you are listening to this program today, I want you to share this program to all the leaders you know from the Southeast. They need serious. And then here we go. I want to start by playing a video from 2017. The video you're about to watch now is a video of the leaders from the Southeast after they visited Buhari in 2017, and this is what they have to say.
Change. We discuss problems of the Southeast, and as head of state, this is the final repository of an appeal for the resolution of those problems. He went in great detail about each problem we dealt with, and I have confidence that he'll give them the attention they deserve.
Yes, now what are the problems in specific? Because the Southeasterners will want to know what you tell them.
We dealt with problems of development in the Southeast. We dealt with basic capital projects in the Southeast. which have for a long time been in neglect, not just from this government, but for a very long time. The major
I want you to understand what is happening here before I go further. This was in 2017, October or thereabout. The leaders from the Southeast, they visited Buhari. And Nyawodo then was the leader of the President General of Ohanese. Nyawodo was now giving brief to the press. I want you to pay attention to most of the things here. Everything Nyawodo said here, according to him, he said they tabled these things to Buhari and Buhari promised to look into it. Everything they said here, none, not even one pin, none have actually happened since 2017. The only thing that you see happening is the River Niger, the bridge that they have used for many years. So apart from that, every single thing Nyawodo said here, none of these things actually has happened since 2017. And these are the people who are forcing you to believe in them. Nyawodo, even in this place, pretended that they don't know what the people are agitating for, that they are agitating for marginalization. 2017, I want you to listen. Let us go there.
major arteries of federal highways in the southeast.
Let us start from the beginning.
We had a frank and robust exchange.
We had a frank and robust exchange with the president. We discussed
problems of the southeast.
We discussed problems of the southeast. In 2017, they had a robust discussion with Mr. President and they discussed the problem of the southeast in 2017. Listen to Ohanese President then.
And as head of state, is the final repository of an appeal for the resolution of those problems. He went in great detail about each problem we dealt with. And
they went and presented the problem of the southeast and they detailed the problem of the southeast to the Mr. President in 2017. And according to him, the Mr. President, he was very passionate about the problem and promised to do so. Now watch.
I have confidence that you give them the attention they deserve.
Nyawodo told you in 2017 that he has full confidence in Mr. President that he's going to look into those things they have made them to go and those things they discuss with him. The same way they have confidence, or the same way they had confidence when they went this year or last year to meet him about Mazi Nnamdi Kanu. The same Mr. President or the cabinet failed in 2017. They never keep to their word. They never keep to their word. And your so-called leaders, Ndi Shimaki leaders, never learned their lesson. They never learned their lesson that what these people are doing is to mellow the temper down and then beat you with experience. So listen.
Yes, now what are the problems in because the Southeasterners will want to know what you tell you.
They asked the Nyawodo then, what are the problems of the Southeast that you discussed with Mr. President? Now listen to him.
We dealt with problems of development in the southeast.
We dealt with the problems of development in the Southeast.
We dealt with big capital projects in the southeast.
We dealt with the basic capital project in the Southeast. Now tell me, none of these things this man mentioned here ever happened. Now listen.
Which have for a long time been in neglect, not just from this government, but for a very long time.
Nyawodo is telling you here that for a very long time, we have been marginalized and treated very badly, not just from this government, but yet they want to die in one Nigeria. He acknowledged the fact that for a very long time, the youth, the young blood, and the young generation of Biafrans have nursed the injury from Nigeria. We have been killed to remain in Nigeria. We have been humiliated to remain in Nigeria. We have been ethnically cleansed just to be one Nigeria. We have been called all manner of names, rituals, money rituals, criminals, just to remain in one Nigeria. And the people that are helping them to insult us and treat us bad are these people you see speaking here. Nyamodo is one of them. Nyamodo don't have dignity. He have sold the dignity of Ndi Igbo, trying to be politically correct, trying to please Fulani, trying to be an educated man, trying to be a civilized man. But in doing that, he have sold the respect of Ndi Igbo. Fulani no longer respect us. The idiots and the terrorist sponsors in the north no longer respect us. That is why you see some of them, the video we analyzed yesterday, you see people that are nonchalant. You see some locally, very local nomadic people will be addressing us on television, calling us, challenging us, telling us we can never be president, telling us, and so it is because of the people you see here. Ekweremadu is standing here. We are going to touch Ekweremadu today. Listen.
The major arteries of federal highways in the southeast are in complete state of disrepair.
He is here talking about the major highway in the east. He talked about Enugu Onitsha. He went to Mr. President to discuss about Enugu Onitsha Expressway. Enugu Onitsha Expressway. And you know what? Let me tell you, this man called Ekweremadu is standing there. Ekweremadu is standing right beside this man, and the man was telling you that they discussed about Enugu Onitsha Expressway with Buhari in 2017. Now, for the very first time, I am going to tell you people about Ekweremadu. I'm going to tell you people about Ekweremadu. I'm going to tell you people for the very first time about Ekweremadu and this Enugu Onitsha Expressway. Mark my word. This man told you they discussed with Buhari about Enugu Onitsha Express Road, and Ekweremadu was standing behind him. Let me tell you today, and let me shock you. In 2005, Ekweremadu supervised the contract, the awarding of the contract of Enugu Onitsha Expressway to the amount of 236 million. 236 million. I am telling you, as far back as 2005, Ekweremadu collected the contract. Ekweremadu supervised the collection of contract. Ekweremadu was part of the contract, the awarding of the contract of Enugu Onitsha Expressway to the amount of 236 million naira as far back as 2005. But Ekweremadu was standing there, and this man was discussing with Buhari about Enugu Onitsha Expressway. That was when money has value in 2005. Ekweremadu is standing with this man and have collected the contract again in 2006. In 2006, Ekweremadu supervision of the contract awarded to him by indirectly or indirectly of the amount of 2 billion naira. 2 billion naira was awarded for Enugu Onitsha Expressway in 2006. I am coming with a chronological order of this awarding of the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. Is Nyanwodo not aware? Does it mean that Nyanwodo was not aware that Enugu-Onitsha contract was awarded for many years? Does it mean that Nyanwodo didn't know that Ike Ekweremadu, that was standing behind him, have collected money for Enugu-Onitsha Expressway when he went to discuss with Buhari in 2017? Now, I have told you in 2005, Enugu-Onitsha Expressway, they awarded 200 million, 236 million, when money has value. In 2006, Semike Ekweremadu facilitated the awarding of the contract of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway to the amount of 2 billion naira. Enugu-Onitsha Express, nobody constructed it. In 2007, Ike Ekweremadu, who stand beside this man, facilitated the awarding of the contract of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway to the amount of 5.2 billion. What I am telling you now is not photo. I have come to give you a chronological breakdown of how Ike Ekweremadu. When you are hearing Ike Ekweremadu collected the contract, that thing you will be hearing all the time, because everybody know, everybody have knowledge. But one thing is that Ike Ekweremadu never knew that a day like today will come when Biafra people will be very brutal. I am telling you. In 2007, Ike Ekweremadu facilitated the Enugu-Onitsha Expressway contract to the amount of 5.250 billion. 5.2 billion. Where is Enugu-Onitsha? Where is Enugu-Onitsha Expressway? Did they Ike Ekweremadu? But Ike Ekweremadu was standing there. This man was saying, we meet Buhari for Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. Now, in 2008, it didn't end there. In 2008, the same Ike Ekweremadu with his gangs facilitated the awarding of the contract again of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway to the amount of 800 million. Additional 800 million. Are you aware of that? Additional 800 million. Ike Ekweremadu facilitated award of this contract. I am telling you that every blessed year, or every devilish year, or every cursed year, Ike Ekweremadu has been at the National Assembly. He has worked on approving the construction of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. So what is the Buhari business? So what is business of Buhari that this man called Nyanwodo will go to the office of Buhari in 2017 and start talking about Enugu-Onitsha Expressway? Now, in 2009, Ike Ekweremadu facilitated the awarding of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway for 2 billion naira. 2 billion. I am telling you the fact. 2 billion in 2009. I want you to understand that I started from 2005. And now I am in 2009. In 2009, 2 billion was awarded for Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. Where is the money? Where is the road? In 2010, Ike Ekweremadu and his group facilitated the awarding of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway to the amount of 4.8 billion. What I am telling you, I want you to be writing it. 4.8 billion in 2010. The same Enugu-Onitsha Expressway was awarded. The same Ike Ekweremadu and his group. 4.8 billion in 2010. Now, in 2011, Ike Ekweremadu and his group, you know, when I'm saying this thing, you people will think that it is just a makeup. You can check this thing out yourself. In 2011, Ike Ekweremadu facilitated the awarding of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway to the amount of 1.25 billion. I am telling you, if you what I'm 1.25 billion in 2011. It didn't end there. It didn't end there. And if Ike Ekweremadu debunk what I'm saying today, he should come and tell us which road was awarded that I'm saying I'm giving the figures. He should come and tell us which road he facilitated the contract that I am giving the figures now. Now, in 2012, Ike Ekweremadu facilitated the awarding of contract of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway to the amount of 1.8 billion again in 2012. 1.8 billion. Somebody say, is why only him? I had just said Ike Ekweremadu facilitated with his group and his gang. So you don't think he's the only one who pocketed it. Even this one, this Nyanwodo that is talking, may also be part of it. Ike Ekweremadu has been at the National Assembly for as long as possible. So here it has been his job. The only project he does is to facilitate the awarding the contract of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. Now, it didn't end there. In 2013, when IPOB was formed, Ike Ekweremadu facilitated the awarding of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway to the amount of 3 billion naira. Hello? Amount of 3 billion was awarded for Enugu-Onitsha Expressway in 2013. These are the people that are looking for Igbo presidency. These are people that want to be president in Nigeria. They never want Biafra because they know that we are our eyes, you know, they know that we are mad. They know that this impunity can never ever happen in Biafra. So they are comfortable in Nigeria where the Fulani covers them, where some corrupt diplomat covers them, where the government of Nigeria are sharing the money with them. They can never be part of a country that will be decent. That is why if you are waiting for them to support Biafra, you will wait for till eternity. Now, in 2014, Ike Ekweremadu facilitated the awarding of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway to the amount of 1.5 billion. What I am telling you is not just a figure. Money. You see, do you know when they say that is, do you know the time that something leaked? They say Ike Ekweremadu, has property there, He has a Panama paper. How many of you remember when that issue came up? How many of you remember? How many of you remember when Ike Ekweremadu had issue in Nigeria? When they say Ike Ekweremadu property here, he has money, they see how many billion in his account, they see this one. How many of you remember then? Do you remember? Do you remember when Ike Ekweremadu had property? I want to know how many of you watching me now can recollect when Ike Ekweremadu had the problem. All of us defended him. All of us. How many of you remember? When they say Ike Ekweremadu has a property in Dubai, Ike Ekweremadu had property in America, Ike Ekweremadu have money, Ike Ekweremadu have they see how many billion, and you'll be wondering where are this money coming from? Is Ike Ekweremadu one of the oil well owners? Have they awarded oil well to Ike Ekweremadu without our knowledge? Okay. Have they awarded oil well to Ike Ekweremadu? The answer is no. The Panama document in that time, you know how they sweep it under the table. Ike Ekweremadu, it was revealed, had money. What I say money, billions was found in Ike Ekweremadu's possession. His account, properties, and all that. Now, how did he get those money? How did Ike Ekweremadu make those billions? From contract. From the contract he's facilitating, and he never executed them. Now, in 2015, when this new government of terrorists came to power, Ike Ekweremadu facilitated the awarding of this contract of Enugu Onitsha. 1.5 billion again. I want you to be calculating it. 1.5 billion. In 2016, Ike Ekweremadu facilitated the awarding of this same Enugu Onitsha Expressway and probably other road network in the southeast to the amount of 5.4 billion. 5.4 billion naira was awarded. The facilitator. 5.4 billion was approved to Ike Ekweremadu and his group for construction of road in the southeast. Where is the road? Where is the money? In 2017, when this man went to Buhari, in 2017, that you see them here standing in 2017, they went to the president to go and solicit for another money for Ike Ekweremadu and co. The Ike Ekweremadu and his group, the contract to build road in the southeast was awarded to the amount of 7.5 billion. What I am telling you is there in the record. 7.5 billion was awarded. Where is the money? In that same 2017, they are here telling Buhari about Enugu Onitsha Expressway. Now, in 2018, another 5.6 billion was awarded for another construction in the southeast. Where is the money? That is why every year they are running to Senate. Every year they are running to Senate. Every year they are going to Senate. You will be asking Ike, what is it only Ike Ekweremadu that is capable and competent in the entire Enugu South, where Enugu place where he come from, to be the senator? You see, he used those money himself through. He used those money to become God in his constituency. So in the entire Enugu state where Ike Ekweremadu come from, no other person is qualified to go to Senate or to the National Assembly since 2005. Since 2005. I am telling you, since 2005. Now, in 2019, the federal government awarded 2.6 billion to construct road in the southeast. 2.6 billion. Ask Ike Ekweremadu, where is the money? Now, I want to shock you today that from 2005 to 2019, the total of 45.3 billion. 45 billion, I am telling you, 45.3 billion has been awarded to Ike Ekweremadu and co. to build road in the Southeast from 2005 to 2019, 45 billion. 45.3 billion naira. Where is the money? Where is the road? When you go to the northern Nigeria, you see the road there. You see the road there. But when you come to the south, you come to the southeast, this man is complaining of marginalization. He's here shouting, Ndi Igbo is marginalized. Ndi Igbo is marginalized. But money is being given to them. The reason why we are leaving Nigeria, the reason why Biafrans are leaving Nigeria, is not because we don't have road. It's not because Ike Kweremadu have looted all the money. It's not because we are marginalized. No. We are not just leaving Nigeria because we are marginalized, because the people marginalizing us are these people. The people marginalizing the Igbo people and the Southeast and South and Biafra people are these people you see on this picture. That is not the reason why we are leaving Nigeria. We are not leaving Nigeria because of marginalization. We are leaving Nigeria because we have nothing in common. We cannot be converted to what we don't want to be. We are leaving Nigeria because under Nigeria, Nigeria make it possible for these people to be the instrument and tools of marginalization. Nigeria make it possible for these criminals standing here to call themselves leader. There is no accountability. There is no justice. There is no rule of law. Nobody can be tried and held responsible for anything. The corruption is so high. So we cannot just be part of Nigeria that does not support the rule of law and the prosecution of people. And when you say law, rule of law and the law and justice, the rule of law is that if you commit any crime, financial fraud, financial crime, whatever, embezzlement, corruption, you go for it. Nigeria does not support that. So basically, Nigeria is aiding these people and shielding them, protecting them, and they use them to marginalize us. So when you talk about Nigeria can never, Biafra people, Ndi Igbo can never be president of Nigeria, it's because of the attitude of these people that are dealing with Fulanis. Fulani know them. It is not because of me. It is not because of Mazen Nnamdi Kanu. It is because they know who these people are. After all, if they are going to give Biafra or any Igbo man a president, they are not going to give him president. If they are going to give president, they are going to give the president to people that they know, which are these people working with them. Or you think they will go to Onitsha main market and bring somebody and give him president? No. That is why they can never allow any Igbo man to be president, apart from Biafra. Because these people are criminals. All of them are criminals. Tell me, where is 45 billion since 2005? There is no road in the Southeast. Upon all the money they generate, plus this money that have been awarded. And let me tell you, this information I gave you now is there. It is not a secret. It is public. It is public. From 2005 to 2019, 45 billion has been awarded to the Southeast to build road. Where is the road? Where is the money? Today they are rich. Today, if you touch Ekweremadu will be boasting of being a billionaire. If you touch Ekweremadu will be telling you, they will be telling you how many property Ekweremadu have. If you talk, Ekweremadu will declare his asset. The asset of Ekweremadu will be running into billions. Where did he get that money? What business is he doing? Nothing to show for it. Only a politician, a career politician. Career politician. Do you know why I'm touching this thing? I have not come for Ekweremadu. I told you people that the other day that I made a post. I said, the time for Ekweremadu has come. We are going to remember all of them. We're going to remember all of them. So that Biafra will know where your problem is. And when Nigeria will turn around and say, oh, hold your leaders responsible. It is the same Nigeria. Once you believe in them, it is the same Nigeria that will turn around and capture you and put you in the prison. When you try to put them, when you try to hold them responsible, the same Nigeria they share the money with will turn around and you will become the criminal. You will become the criminal and they will become the saint. Just like you see the way they are accusing, the way some of them are accusing us now. They say we are now the unknown government. They say Simon Ekpa is the one that is everything now. All the crime in Nigeria now is Simon Ekpa. Fulani kidnap is Simon Ekpa. The criminal rob is Simon Ekpa. Everybody that carry gun anywhere now is Simon Ekpa. Because we ended some people's career. And they think that by doing that, Simon Ekpa is going to move. They don't know that we're just starting. They are going to cry blood. Who is going to listen to nonsense? So, I want you to understand that the problem of Ndibu are these people you see here. They pretend not to be the problem, but they are the problem. Because this man who say they discuss all these things with Buhari cannot tell me he is not aware that they have been awarding contracts to Ndibu since 2005. Where is the evidence? Now, I want you to listen to them.
Virtually impossible. We talked about the inland waterways and the dredging of the river Niger. We talked about the reticulation of gas pipelines in the southeast.
You see, the dredging of River Niger. They talked about the dredging of River Niger with Buhari in 2017. Where is the dredging of River Niger today? They promised them then that they are going to, River Niger. Where is the dredging of River Niger? Who know whether they have awarded it and people have pocketed the money? You see, these are the things they discuss with the Buhari. Dredging of the River Niger, doing this and doing that. Where is that thing they discussed in 2017 today? All gone by the wind. I want you to listen.
We export gas from the southeast to other parts of the country, but there is no reticulation of the pipelines in the industrial clusters in the southeast. And we raised them. We talked about the only international airport we have in the southeast, which has a lit runway, which has very bad infrastructure in terms of the buildings that are there. Some have been ravaged by tornado. We got assurances from the president that he was going to deal with each of them.
Since 2017.
Did you tell the president that the Southeasterners are internally feeling marginalized, and what was the response?
Are you hearing that?
That was the opening line.
They asked him if he discussed with the president that the Southeasterners are internally feeling, or they are feeling internally marginalized. If you talk about who are the instrument of marginalization, who are the instrument? When when they say Nigeria is marginalized, we are not living because of, I want everybody to get this into your score. We are not living Nigeria because of marginalization. Because the people that are marginalizing us are our own politicians and leaders. No, it is not the reason we are leaving Nigeria. We are leaving Nigeria because the diversity, the dangerous diversity, the conquest, the agenda of the caliphate, the Islamic State agenda, and numerous reasons that marginalization is just, the lowest of the reason, or the least of the reason why we want to leave Nigeria. So when we talk about marginalization, they will say, of course, the Nigeria system itself, with this particular setup in Nigeria, we can never move forward. We can never progress as a nation. So we need to renegotiate. And that renegotiation can never happen again because the time for the negotiation is gone. So we want to be independent in our different ways. So we can develop according to our culture, according to the diversity and all that. So we are not leaving Nigeria because of marginalization. The people marginalizing us are the people that come from our region, not even the federal government, because the federal government were able to marginalize us because they use them as tools. So if you want to stop marginalization of Ndigbo, if anything like that exists, you hold these people, deal with them. Because I have just told you now that they awarded 45 billion from 2005 to 2019. So where is the money? Where is the money? Ike Kweremadu share the money. Ike Kweremadu. So who made it possible? Ike Kweremadu and Igbo leaders. Who deprived you from using anyone expressway? Ike Kweremadu. Is not Buhari. Buhari used them as a willing tool. Because if they are actually pure, if the Fulani tell them, okay, we will not approve the money, we will not give the contract, we will not approve money for anyone, then it's a different thing. If the federal government refuse to award the contract of constructing road, then it becomes a different case. But this time, the contract was awarded, and the people that are killing you are the politicians. And today, when the youth will carry gun now against them, they will say Simon Ekpa have come again. Is what I'm saying now lie? Am I lying? No, I want to ask you, what I am saying now, is it a lie? Haven't the federal government of Nigeria approved the construction of Enugu-Onitsha Expressway? Where is the road? Where is the money? Ike Kweremadu. So if anybody is talking about marginalization, if anybody want to marginalize you, Kweremadu is the one marginalizing you. Nnianwodo is the one marginalizing you. The governors are the one marginalizing you. Because the money was given to them. So let them come. Let them come to say that they have not collected any money from Nigeria government to build Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. No, I want you to let them come and say, okay, the federal government never gave us any money to build Enugu-Onitsha Expressway. That is the problem. Tomorrow now, because we are now opening the eye of Biafra people. Tomorrow now, when you see people begin to check them, they will say, hey, Simon Ekpa have come. Simon Ekpa have come. But what do? I am only somebody that analyzes things. I am only a messenger. I am only a messenger. I only speak for Biafra people. I am just a temporal mouthpiece of Biafra until Mazi Nnamdi cannot come out. I only enlighten the Biafra people. What is their ordeals? Where the ordeal is coming from? Who are responsible for their ordeals and all that? And what I'm saying today is accurate and correct. So now they will begin to think in a different way that, oh, apart from the fact, but I make it very clear that the reason we are leaving Nigeria is not because of the marginalization. Because the people marginalizing us is within us. The people marginalizing in the Igbo, they are within us. So that is not the reason we are leaving. So if you are thinking that, if you have this kind of mentality before that, the reason you are leaving Nigeria, the reason you want Biafra is because of marginalization, change your thinking. It is not because of marginalization. The reason we are leaving Nigeria is far more worse than marginalization. And in simple terms, like I have just explained it before, marginalization is a very minor thing that is happening to us by people that we elected and call our leaders. Without them, Nigeria cannot marginalize us. I am telling you, let me ask you, you see, marginalization, are they not elected as senators? Are they not serving as governors? Are they not serving as House of Representative members? Did Nigeria ask them not to go to National Assembly and talk? No. So you see, It is time we begin to lecture our people to actually know the reason why we are living in Nigeria. Because you talk about marginalization. You have a representative at the National Assembly. Even though the right to vote is somehow, is different. That is when you come about the constitutionality, by the Constitution of Nigeria, amending laws of Nigeria. The marginalization of Ndigbo can be well defined differently from a different context. When you talk about the policy of the nation or the policy that affects Ndigbo, when you say that, okay, you have only 15 senators from the Southeast in Abuja, and then it is time to vote on a policy, then that is when Ndigbo is marginalized, when it is not being considered objectively. But the issue of infrastructure, building road, and all that is not from Fulani. It is coming from the people within us. It is coming from the people you call leaders. So if that is a marginalization, then the marginalization is not coming from the Nigerian government. It is coming from Ekweremadu and co. The people that have marginalized you, deprived you from having good road in the Southeast is Ekweremadu. Number one of them is Ekweremadu. If you ever thought of the experience you have trying to travel from Onitsha to Enugu and the experience is very bad, don't think far. The person you have to hold responsible is Ekweremadu, because that road has been awarded severally and Ekweremadu facilitated it. So he pocketed the money with other people. Now let us listen to them.
And that was why we singled out these things. And as I have said, these problems have been over time. And we've had several presidents. And they have not just happened in the last 2 years that he's been president. But we expressed the desire that he should be able to solve that problems. You trust the promises? There's no reason for me to doubt them, because it's the first time I've had this interaction with him. And I have been feeling that he spoke to us very frank.
Did the issue of IPOD come up? And what did you say?
In respect of what?
Agitation.
Look at how this man addressed agitation of Biafra in 2017. Now listen to him.
What kind of agitation? We came here for issues of development in our place. We talked about IPOD insurgents as a symptomatic consequence.
There is something he said. He talked about IPOB what? IPOB what? Let me listen to that. This man used a word that is forbidden. He talked about IPOB what?
Symptomatic consequence of the continuous marginalization of the Southeast over our place. We talked about IPOB insurgents as.
Did you hear that? This man said we talked about IPOB insurgents. Chineke me. These are the people that prescribe IPOB. Nyanwodo opened his mouth in 2017 to talk about IPOB insurgents. My people, did you hear that? I want you to hear him again. I know that nobody has ever paid attention to this until now. The reason why we are visiting and revisiting these videos is so that we are going to bring out this secret and hidden agenda, insurgency. He addressed IPOB, insurgency. I want to ask you today. You see your problem. Did you see that? Did you? In 2017, Nyanwodo, who is Ohaneze president, addressed IPOB insurgent. The activities of IPOB as an insurgent. Chineke mere m ebere. I want to go back again because I know he'll be what I know they will tell him. He said IPOB insurgents. That is why in autopilot, everything that is hidden, we make it public. Sure. I want to go back because so that it will not be that we put word in his mouth. But I heard him very clearly. He said IPOB insurgents. Now watch.
We came here for issues of development in our place. We talked about IPOB insurgents as we talked about IPOB insurgents, about IPOB insurgents, asked about IPOB insurgents, asked about IPOB insurgents, IPOB insurgents, 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 IPOB insurgents, IPOB insurgents, IPOB insurgents. We talked about 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 IPOB insurgents. As we talked about IPOB insurgents. As we talked about IPOB insurgents. As
I want to play it over and over and over and over and over again. Maka na ndị Igbo si na agwọ ofu onye fụrụ n'agha eke. I want to ask ndị Igbo leaders now, what was the perimeter that Nyawodo used to qualify the activities of IPOB as being insurgents? You see, I told you people, the problem are these people you see here. These are the problems. Try. This is what happened in 2017. 2017. They were already conditioning the Nigeria Fulani how to tag IPOB terrorists. Let me say thank you, Anthony Great, for your super chat. This is the same man that our leader told us went to Aso Rock and negotiate on how he wants his son to be made a minister. These Eastern elites are evil. They are more than evil, my brother. They are more than evil. Who can ever believe that Nyawodo will be addressing IPOB as far back as 2017, the activity as insurgents? Monsieur Che, thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you. But let us continue. Kai Alomel.
Of development in our place. We talked about IPOB insurgents as a symptomatic consequence of the continuous march.
Somebody made a comment. Simon Ekpa wrong. Why did federal government give them contract to construct road? Did they have profession construction company? Is wrong for any government agency to give contract for individual. That is your own opinion. That is your own opinion. You are thinking like this because you are a Biafran. You are arguing like this because you are a Biafran. If they do it right, like you said, it means we don't have problem in Nigeria. So why would anybody want to leave Nigeria? You know, you understand? So the reason why you are thinking like this is because you are a Biafran. So you think like a human. That does not mean that you would say that what I'm saying is wrong. I am not wrong. I am right. That is why we get it very bad. Because you made a very good comment, but where you made a mistake is that Simon Ekpa wrong. Why did federal government? That is the point here. The federal government is not a good federal government, is not a functional federal government, is not a workable federal government. It is the same thing that made us to be living Nigeria, like I said. So it is not if the federal government do exactly the way you say, it means that we don't have problem. You understand it? That is the thing. So everything is wrong. But let me tell you, why don't you then say, why would this individual now go and collect and facilitate the release of the contract? Why don't they now channel do the appropriate thing, set up a company, which they do actually, and then why don't they collect the money and do the contract? You see, so it is the both way. So if you talk about who is wrong here, or who have done the worst thing here, or who have done the worst damage, is the people that the money have gone to their coffer and they decide not to deliver. Are you going to blame the federal government who released the money to the people that you elected? Do you understand me? The people you elected, contractor did not come to Abuja to solicit for fund. You cannot, as a contractor, you cannot just wake up one morning and go to the federal government. I'm a contractor. I want to construct a Enugu Onitsha expressway. No, you have accepted the system of Nigeria. You elected a Ekweremadu to go to Abuja and represent you. So Ekweremadu go to Abuja and speak for you and tell Abuja people that our people don't have road. Enugu Onitsha road is not motorable, so we need money. So it is Ekweremadu that is going to do that, not you, because you elected them to go and do that. So federal government release the money because you have given them your mandate, which means you trust them. So whether you like Ekweremadu or not, it does not matter. For him to be elected and announce a winner and he's become a senator, it means that everything he tells federal government is coming from you. It means that if federal government is giving them money, the federal government is giving them money, even if they know that is a scam, they are giving that money, believing because you have given them your mandate. They are representing you. So it does not matter. So how can you say that I'm wrong? I'm not wrong. It is you that is, coming from a very wrong perspective. Because federal government, if the federal government is working and they know very well, when it comes to federal road, of course, they have to take some certain responsibility. But because Nigeria is a scam, the country is a scam. So you can never ever make anything out of scam. It will always be a scam. That is the point here. So my brother, just get the message. It's a scam.
Nationalization of the South is over a long period of time. And understandably, our children are rescued. And we want to make sure that the federal government is responsive to the issues that have culminated in the quintessence of this agitation.
So did you talk about violation of powers?
We did talk about that. We did talk about the Constitution. We talked about the paucity of states and local governments in our place. And the president has asked to be given time to look at this more holistically. Thank you very much. Thank you.
I want all of you to understand that what you just watch now should make you to start thinking. Now, we are going to I hope you take record of the amount that have been awarded so far. Obakama Obaji, thank you for your super chat. This expose on Ekweremadu is commendable. We must investigate every politician in the Southeast and expose their corruption with evidences like this. Thank you very much. All right. Now, I told you people that there are, if you look at under this, you see where we say how your NIN and Pantami serving the terrorists in Nigeria. We are going to have a commercial, and then when we are back from the commercial, we start the Pantami exposition. I know that this is very late to some people, but we're going to continue. This is a holiday. We are not working tomorrow. So we are going to have a break. Then after that, we will continue with Pantami. I want, as we are going on this commercial, I want you people to hit the like button. And if you notice today, you will find out that we do not have interruption. If you pay attention, you will all know that we do not have interruption. This particular interruption is going to, this particular thing you see now is going to get better because we are restricting somehow comment. A lot of people may not have the opportunity to comment on this program, but you will be able to watch. You will be able to watch the program because we just noticed that a lot of comment. Seme, thank you for your super chat. We appreciate you. We just noticed that a lot of comment, the comment are being held and being spammed and all that. So this spamming, flagging of comment goes a very long way to affect the quality of the broadcast. That is what I was told. So I do not know whether that is how it is working also. So we have been having this issue of yesterday. You all remember that our program, not just yesterday alone, our program has been interrupted like very heavily, heavily interrupted. So we try to resolve it. So going forward, it may be that some people will have the opportunity to comment and some people may not be able to comment. And the reason why this is very imperative is that you can listen to exposition and you don't need to comment. Another thing is that if you look at most of the bigger channels, like the channels that have a lot of viewers, you will notice that some of them don't have their comment on. They turn it off. They turn their comment off. I've been able to, when I was told, they say that a lot of people that have big, like millions of viewers and all that, most of our time they turn it off because of the way the comment is being flagged, and it affect the quality of channel. So today I just noticed that we've been able to do something that corrected some of these things. So it may be that going forward, I don't know when it happens, but going forward, you may not be able to comment, or if the comment will open for kind of membership or something like that. I don't know how it. So to minimize the number of people that are commenting, so we will have the best quality to deliver this message without interruption and without all this kind of problem and all that, because we have a lot of people watching every minute. So I just want to inform you people that going forward, if the system may request some people to somebody say people should stop spamming. No, I don't think people are spamming it. Perpetual Nathan, I don't think it is people. It is not people spamming it. It is the system. This YouTube they have. I did not even on the spam on my own. So I think it is not the people. Nobody is spamming it. Rather, there are comments you will make. automatically it will be held for review. And once so many comments are held for review, it affects the channel somehow. So what we are going to do is that I've been able to discuss this. So it could be that we are going to open some kind of membership that not everybody will be commenting. So those who want to comment will be commenting reasonably, and those who don't need to comment will be watching. So you just watch and listen. You can share the program and all that, but you may not be able to comment. So we'll be giving privilege to certain people that will be commenting reasonably, so I can be reading and getting contribution. Because when we are having this broadcast, the most important thing is that some of your comment here also, I get some information from your comment. So your comment is very important, because some of you, when I'm doing this program, I read your comment and I use your comment to also, get something from your comment. I use it to continue my program. That's the one thing people don't know. So I'm not just coming here to do program. I read your comment and I use your comment to explain. Some comment I will see now, you don't know that I will go deeper to explain because of your comment. You will never know that what I'm explaining, why I'm going deeper into explaining this, is because of one comment somebody made. I may not even bring the comment to the public. I may not bring the comment on the screen. But because of that comment, I will decide to go deeper and bring something else to make the person and any other person that is thinking of that person to understand it better. So comment is very, very important. And for that reason, so if you come tomorrow or any day, you find out that you are not able to comment, it means that you can be a member of the channel. And I know that when you become a member of the channel, you are not going to comment stupidly. You are not going to comment things that will flag the comment and all that. But I don't know when that is happening. So in case if you come and you see that, you don't have to worry that you are not able to comment. So instead of turning off somebody says super chat. I don't know about the super chat. I think I don't know whether it will affect super chat. Super chat is different now. Super chat is different. I don't know whether it was. I think a super chat have a different comment. Super chat is not connected to comment. Rather, when you make super chat, you can put comment under the super chat. So I think it does not affect the super chat. I don't think so. All right, so we are going to commercial now, and I want you to take your time and hit the like button, and we are going to come back and we'll start with Pantami. We're going to do a very powerful exposition on Pantami today, and this is your NIN. So we are going to go on commercial, and take your time. We have about 3,600 this late hour. 3,600 on YouTube alone. So just hit the like button. Let us see if we can hit 3,000 to call the attention of others as we go on this commercial. Thank you.
ABC Nigeria, from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom.
This one like today is all tumbling. Everything water. Everything is up for it. Aeroplane I play. My neighbor press fall. He throws the fall apart.
ABC Nigeria, from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom.
This one like today is all tumbling. Everything water. Everything is up for it. Aeroplane I play. My neighbor press fall. He throws the fall apart.
ABC Nigeria, from top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom, top to bottom.
This one like today is all tumbling. Everything water. Everything is up for it. Aeroplane I play.
All right, you're welcome back. You're welcome back to this particular next segment of this broadcast. We have now spent 1 hour 30 minutes. We are going to the second phase of this broadcast, which is Pantami. And here we go. Before we go to Pantami, I want you to have this particular question at the back of your mind. I want you to have this question at the back of your mind.
If President Muhammadu Buhari from the Northwest cannot bring peace and security to the Northwest, who do we expect?
If President Buhari from the Northwest could not bring peace to the Northwest, who do you expect could bring peace? This is a very deep question. And I don't think any other person is asking this question this man is asking. So if Buhari could not bring peace, is it you, the Igbo man, that is going to bring peace to the Northwest? Is it you, Yoruba man, that is going to bring peace to the Northwest? Is it you, the Middle Belt man, that is going to bring peace to the Northwest? Is it you? No.
Oshimba Joda has been with him for the last. If President Muhammadu Buhari from the Northwest cannot bring peace and security to the Northwest, who do we expect? Oshimba Joda has been with him for the last 7 years. They are part and parcel of this government that has failed to secure this country and protect our people. O Amechi, O Tinubu,
Listen
who
to
do
that.
we expect to secure Katsina if President Muhammadu Buhari cannot secure? They don't understand the culture, they don't understand the people, they don't understand the genesis, and they are part of this government. They have a record, we'll ask them, what are you going to do differently? You are part of the mess, you are part of the people that put us in this ditch. You cannot put us in a ditch and say you're the ones to get out of that ditch. What is more important to us, I've said it again and again, is insecurity secures. We have not seen any infrastructure. Corruption is continuing. Our economy is in the forest. Secure. What are you coming to tell us? Why should we vote for you? It's a simple question we'll ask them. We're waiting for them.
Did you hear that? It is a question. It is a question that everybody need to be asking. Somebody is asking Mazi Simon, what is NIN? Somebody is asking, Mike AK is asking Simon, MSA, what is the meaning of NIN? I think the NIN is the national identification number or something, right? I think it is national identification number. The national identification number that that is linked to your phone number, right? Anyway, it is a national identification number that is linked to your account and linked to your phone or something. National identity number, yes. So, and I think is it not that it links to your phone number as well? It links to your phone number. All right. So let us go there. All right. So the national identification number. All right. We are moving like train now. So I want everybody to listen to this.
Yeah. I was on a gig or on a show as a musician, as a recording artist to one of my friend and my brother to Kogi State Kaba. And we had a nice time. So I said, okay, should we travel by air? But I said, Kogi, if we travel by air, we have to go through Abuja and come by road. So by road from Abuja to Kogi is another few hours. So
now I want you all to listen. You are listening to a testimony of a victim of Fulani terrorist kidnap. You are listening to a story of a victim of kidnap. So from this victim of kidnap, the story, we are going to make something out of it. So I want you to listen. Okay, and I was told that the NIN is also linked to your bank account. Now, thank you very much. I was told that your NIN is linked to your bank account. So, which means they will know how much you have in your account somehow. Okay? I was told, so I want us to look at this. I was told that NIN is linked to your phone number. Somebody say, no. Victoria Ufoma, can you tell us? Is linked to phone number, is linked to account, bank account, is linked with your voter's card and also your address. So with the NIN, the people that have a privilege, the people that are privileged to have access to the information, to the sensitive information, can actually know how much you have in your account. Okay, they can actually know your worth, because it is not like they can actually know how much you get, how much you receive, where you get money and stuff like that. So they can actually know. And I want to shock you today. Now let us listen to this testimony of this man.
let's all of us just enjoy the ride. So we took a minibus for about 9 of us. We branched in Akure, everywhere, enjoyed ourselves, musicians, artists. So just 30 minutes to this, 20 minutes to the town of Kaba. We saw like a road. In fact, I think a minute we passed a military checkpoint. So when we saw a military checkpoint, not even a police checkpoint. So when we saw the road, so we were moving, thinking that, look, this place should be safe. Just after like 2, 3, 4 minutes, it was a bit of a bumpy road, but everybody is the normal road that people travel as, So I said to myself that, should we go? This road looks like, but we saw people passing the road, so we forged ahead and we were going. But I noticed like a Fulani man in front, by the roadside. So I didn't really know what it is exactly, but
How would you know he was a Fulani man?
Yeah, first of all, I grew up in the north.
Okay.
Yeah, I started my primary school in Jos. No, in Kano, went to Jos, I went to Kaduna. So I'm a bit, familiar with the northern style and stuff like that. And, to crown it, I'm a musician that has traveled. I've traveled all over the country and all over the world. So I knew, I know that they rear their cattle and everything. So I was just going. The more I approached the man, the more I was uncomfortable. And I was looking at my mirror, looking at my back. So when we were almost close to the man, I stopped. The man double crossed the road with an AK-47.
Wow.
Yep. So I looked at my mirror, my rear mirror, to look at my back. So as I was trying to reverse, 3 other people came from the back. So
were they in a car or still on that bumpy road?
On the bumpy road, they came out from the bush.
No video. This has no video. There is no video. This is just
trying to go back.
This is no video. So
because I noticed that they were carrying AK-47 cutlasses and machetes and everything. So they smashed. I was the one driving. They smashed my glass, both the screen and everything, with a big cutlass, and they cocked the gun. So at that point, we surrendered, and they marched 9 of us into the bush.
9.
I've got 2 ladies, 2 female backups.
Just after military checkpoint.
So we were marched into the bush, and their faces were painted.
Okay.
4 of them. So what they did was that they just say, you. And the first miracle God gave us was that the ladies were separated from us. So, and 3 others. So they marched 4 of us at around about past 4, quarter to 4.
Now I need to stop this, and then I'm going to upload a video. One moment, because this video corresponds with what we're doing. We'll go back.
So that was how the whole thing started, like a joke. So they destroyed the car, So one of my boys went back to the military checkpoint that I talked about earlier on for help. They couldn't get help.
He was able to escape?
No, they just took 4 of us and left 5 of them.
Oh, they took 4 and left 5?
Yes. Me and 3 other inclusive, they took us, they kidnapped us. So we started trekking. So I was talking to them in Hausa, and you ask me, why do I know that they are Fulanis and Nijers? Because, in Hausas, you can differentiate some Hausa language from the other one.
Yes.
Like Yoruba and Ijebu. So I know because I lived in the north. So, but they can still speak Hausa, but not like so I started begging them, and, they were torturing us. That's even not the problem. So our first trekking was from that junction of that Kaba. We trekked for about, since about past 4, quarter to 4, we trekked till about 1 a.m. non-stop. Non-stop. And one of my backup, which I don't want to mention his name, is a male. As at that time, he is a bit on the big side. He was losing breath, trekking for, So he told me that, Sati, I would like to, let me just end it up here because my tongue is already, it's dried up. I can't manage everything. So they were telling me in Hausa that, look, meaning we will kill him. It doesn't cost us anything, that it's been delaying our movement, that we're supposed to be covering some miles at every point in time, that it's been delaying our movement. So I was begging them, they would smack me the gun on the head, on the hand. I was begging them so my talking drummer had to carry my backup singer because he's lost everything. He said he wants to die. So they told me in Hausa that, okay, what they want to do is that if this guy is going to delay their movement, that they will kill him and sell his body parts.
Are you serious?
Yep. They said they are going to sell his body part, that since it's just disturbing us, that now in my presence, the people that will come to pick his body parts, they will come, they will sell. So they are not going to lose.
I want you to listen to what this man say, that they are going to kill the one that doesn't have the strength to walk, and they are going to sell their body part. And that when they kill the person, the people that will come to buy their body parts will come now, right in front of them. The same syndicate, the same network that Abba Kaere used our people in Imo State. The same syndicate, the same line, the same cabals, the same cartel, the same you know, the same organized crime, the NSAS, the SARS people, the Abakaire people, the Fulani military, the same people that this bandit or this terrorist are going to call, and they will come and buy that thing, that human part, are the same people. I am telling you, the same people. And today, you are going to hear something that will shock you. So I want you to listen, so that you will know that Pantami is in charge of the terrorists in Nigeria. Pantami is in charge of all the kidnapping and all the ransom that they are using to sponsor this terrorism and the conquest of the Nigeria, indigenous people of Nigeria. Pantami is in the head, and they are using technology to do this thing, you know, and they are succeeding, but they can never succeed over Biafra. So I want you people to listen.
So with faith, we didn't even know what we were doing. We were just doing everything with faith that, well, this is the end. Because 4 of them were carrying AK-47. As at that 1 a.m., they took us to a bush. We didn't even know where we are again, but we had trekked from about 4 till about 1 a.m. the next day. So when we got to where they had to, because it's late in the morning, very, very late in the very dark, the bush, in the thick of the bush. So they lit up sticks for us to have lights and ray, bonfire. They tied us, 4 of us together. So my drummer now was telling me that, boss, you know what? We can overcome these 4 people. We are 4, they are 4. That this gun is not normal gun. You know, the euphoria of the attacks and everything, we didn't even know whether it's a real gun or not. So they were telling me that, boss, let's run. I didn't know what came on me, because naturally I'm not always afraid. But I was just relaxed that, you know, we are 4. If we run, they know this bush. We don't even know where we are. And do you know where we are?
Where?
They took us from Kaba. We're already at the Ondo Bank.
What?
We trekked from Kaba to Ondo Bank, because it was in the morning that we realized that we have trekked from Kogi to Kaba, to Ondo. You know, because when we woke up in the morning, I spoke to them in Hausa, where are we? They said we're in Ondo, that this is Ondo.
But they were even interacting.
They were interacting. One was 24, one was...
Look at this fool. Do you see? Did you see this guy? This guy is saying, Anu, brainwashing the fools. This video is from Kenya and not recent. And he called himself Discover Africa with Rest. Now, I want you to understand how foolish this man who made this comment is. Very foolish man. So for that reason, I am going to bring a video, because you know, when they are not a match to us, they will always come like this. Now, I want you to listen to this man.
The federal government on Wednesday in Abuja declared that the avalanche of terrorist violence service. Good morning, Captain. Thank you so much for joining us.
Good morning, Tindra. Nice.
Now I am going to, because of this non-entity here, I want you people to listen. Our own is we come with evidence and all that. We don't just talk. So let us address him a little bit, because you know, so we can, after that we will block him if we comment again. Now, this man said that this video is from Kenya, because these are the people who sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu from Kenya. They know They know what is coming from Kenya. Anything in Kenya, they know it very well. So they sold Mazi Nnamdi Kanu in Kenya, and that is why they can differentiate which video come from Kenya and which video did not come from Kenya. But a Nigerian military man, a colonel in Nigeria Army, who have served in Nigeria Army and knows what he's talking about, confirm that this video was taken from Nigeria. Now, listen to him.
To be here.
Good morning, Captain.
Good morning, Doctor.
He's a captain.
Well, is the Nigerian government overwhelmed?
Yes.
Former President Olusegun Obasanjo was the first to say, look, the government is overwhelmed. The people should not be overwhelmed. The government says it is not overwhelmed. But what's your assessment?
Let's be fair to our armed forces. Let's be fair to our brothers and sisters, Nigerians.
Captain, former Nigerian military intelligence. Former Nigerian military intelligence officer, Captain Omar Babangida Aliu, retired. So this idiot here, who call himself Discover Africa, they always come with fake name. But when you look at him, he is coming from the southeast of Nigeria. Because he cannot be a Biafran. This kind of idiotic person can never be addressed as a Biafran. So call him what he is, from the southeast of Nigeria. Now, I want this idiot, Africa with rest, to listen to a retired intelligent military, not just a combatant officer. He's an intelligent military officer, retired, who have actually watched and analyzed in its own way this video and watch the comment of this man.
It's been one incident after another, sometimes back to back. And the more reprieve we'll seek, the more remorse we get. Everybody right now has waiting to exhale. Everybody is like, because you don't know where it's going to be coming from next, okay? If you recall, we were here a while ago on this same desk, and I said something about a statement or a document that was written by the NSA. Good enough, he still sits, he's a sitting NSA. It was a national security architecture statement, if you recall that document. And you remember I said, let's have this conversation 2 years hence. Here we are. I told you, sir, if you recall, that except what is written in that document is executed and seen on ground, it will just
I want to go straight to where I believe he said something about it.
National security, the state of mind, that is where the tar meets the road, the rubber meets the road. What I mean by national security.
Oh dear. So what is it that the terrorists want? Because they've claimed that it's not about money. What is it about?
But today, if we go back in time, in retrospect, let's have that conversation. It's 2 years now. Can we begin to do a beautifully written essay? Say a resounding yes to that.
Oh dear. So the government knows what they want. What is that?
That's what Mr. President will have to tell us, because I'm telling you that I've looked at it, I've pondered, and I have wondered, what could these people want? They have rubbished the magnanimity of the state. They have no respect for constituted authority. Dialogue, diplomacy, name it, has failed. Rehabilitation, reintegration, all the R's. The person that can tell me what they want is my president. I don't think there is any other person who knows anymore. The armed forces will fight till Africa.
And by the way, we are going to analyze this video tomorrow.
See what these people want. So I believe there is something between them and the commander-in-chief which he is not telling us.
It's quite a scary one, what is happening in our country today. We'd like to dial back to those that have been kidnapped. Today, can't we even track where they are now with the victims? What is really going on? Some unconfirmed reports said The individual that was released yesterday had to pay ransom. The amount not specified. There's a story at the front page of the Daily Trust this morning saying 10 months after, 11-year-old schoolgirl still in captivity. And there's a writer here that says the kingpin built mansion and live in large forests. So people are already building mansions in the forest, setting up their colonies at some point.
I want to believe that they can be found. A certain video clip went viral 3-4 days ago.
Listen to it. He said a certain video clip went viral 3-4 days ago. I want everybody to listen. He was talking about this particular video clip. This particular video clip here. He was talking about this video clip. So let us listen to him. Pay attention.
Video clip went viral 3-4 days ago. And I don't know if you saw it. And it was actually one of the bandits. It was actually their locations, live, as in on time, real time, live.
You see?
And one of them was even frustrated he couldn't get a shot off at the drone.
Are you hearing that? That was the one you see that is trying to shoot and, doing like this. This man was addressing. That is what this idiot coming here to say it was in Kenya. Now, listen to him again. He's talking about this video.
As in on time, real time, live. And one of them was, and it was actually one of the bandits. And I don't know if it went viral. A certain video clip went viral 3-4 days ago. And I don't know if you saw it. And it was actually one of the bandits. It was actually their locations, live, as in on time, real time, live. And one of them was even frustrated he couldn't get a shot off at the drone. He actually released some shots, but somebody needs to have told him that thing is out of range.
You see,
that thing was done probably the same way Centurion was used during the NSAS, during the NSAS riots to man the Ekpa Express, if you remember, and when a team of troops was videoed to have left Bonny Camp, and it was videoed right and up to when it got to destination, from source to destination. So nothing is hidden anymore.
This is the one that shot
planet Earth.
This is the one he was referring to, shooting at the drone. And that idiot come here to talk about rubbish. These are the idiotic people.
And if you are willing to see it.
Look at him shooting.
But if you are not willing to see it, then no one can make you see it.
So are you saying that the federal government is not willing to?
I don't think so. My own honest.
You're saying the federal government is not willing to fight this bandit?
What else do you make of it? Let me put it to you this way. If you want to look at, or you want to gauge willpower or the lack of it, it's not difficult. Let's use a very simple analogy. If someone stood up right now in this room and told you, have a bag of rice and vote me, you're looking at a thief.
All right, we've been able to...
Looking at me because that bag of rice is what is going to...
We've been able to prove the idiot that he's a liar. Whoever he is, we've been able to prove to him that he is a big liar, because the person that is talking now is an retired military intelligence, a captain who have actually seen the video, analyzed the video, and know where the video is coming from. Probably has made contact with his colleagues or with his former colleagues and all that, and have discussed on the video to know that the video is coming from Nigeria. But the reason why I'm playing the video, why the person is talking, why the person talking on the background is talking, is for you to just know, have a picture of when he is talking about being in the forest and trekking for 1 hour, 5 hours, 10 hours. You understand the game. So let us go back to what we are doing and allow idiotic people to continue. They don't know that They are not our match.
Like 26, one was like 28, one was like 29. And 4 of them, they don't live in the same states. One is staying at Ekiti, one stays in Kaduna, one stays in Kogi, and one stays in Ondo. They don't stay in the same place. Anyway, so as at that point, they tied the 4 of us, and one was in our front with the AK-47, one was in our back, one went into the bush, and one was cooking. I don't know what they were cooking. They were cooking some drugs.
Drugs? Wow.
I haven't seen the drugs. I'm 52 years old. I've played music for almost 37 years, if not more than. I have played with everybody in this country. I haven't seen such a drugs. They were high on drugs, and they were speaking their Niger language, because I understand a bit of Adausa, you know. Okay, so my drummer was telling me that, boss, let's run. I said, no, let's be calm. What if we run and we couldn't make it? So when we woke up in the morning, very early in the morning, we now saw the gun. Thank God we didn't run. We saw the gun. We discovered that it was real AK-47 that has several cartridges. When I mean cartridges, you know, some of these guns, when they load the cartridge, one can shoot like, this one shoot like 10. I saw it not because they're telling me. And I said, God, thank God that because if we had run, we are 4. Do you understand? We thought that the gun wasn't, is like so that was how the journey started. So in the morning, they were beating us. As at that time, we already, they did. They said we should start. So they will go through all your phones, you know, and call your contact, ask you, they will give you the phone to call people.
Now listen.
You know, one of the things I must say here.
Listen.
And honestly, I'm not afraid to say it.
Listen.
Each time somebody ring our phone, they will take the number and they will dial some network to know who the person is.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Did you hear that? The Fulanis, the people you see that the video is capturing now, Pantami, that is the BVN, the NIN we are talking about. So when they kidnap you, you see, they have captured everybody in Nigeria. I am telling you, when they kidnap you, they will put your number on, their phone on. Anybody that calls you, they will take that number and connect to Pantami people, to the people that Pantami gave access, you know, a particular access to the NIN system. And then the people will now check who is the person that is calling you, his capacity, whether the person is rich, whether the person is poor. And if the person is rich, that will determine the amount they are going to charge for your ransom. Hey! Chineke God. That is why I decided to make this exposition for you to understand why Pantami is in charge of the terrorists. And the finance of these terrorists is coming from the government and from you individuals. So Pantami gave access to some of the Fulanis to have access to everything about you. So long as you have the NIN, Pantami have you in his palm. So if anybody calls you, they are going to check the person that called, check his account, check his bank account, check everything before they will now tell you how much you are going to pay. I am telling you, but the question you should be asking yourself is, if you are talking about the NIN, is it not supposed to be what you should use to fight insecurity and fight crime? No, but not in Nigeria. The Fulani have turned it to be a disadvantage, and to you, an advantage to them. It has become an instrument for the Fulanization and the Islamization of Nigeria. I am telling you. So they have captured network. What it means now is that the terrorists in Nigeria have captured network. They are in control of the network. And once they are in control of the network, they are in control of your account, your finance, and everything. So it takes wisdom, it takes knowledge, it takes people with brain, Biafrans with brain, to be able to break these people's back. And we are doing that. But you know, it is not going to be easy because they are in charge. They have money, they have the power, they have the military, they have the police, and they have everything. Okay? But we are going to win them with brain. So what it requires now is for you to understand that we, the Biafra people, have come to save you. I am telling you, without us, you are gone. So listen to this particular testimony. This will open your eyes.
Yep. So call your contact, ask you the cartridge. One can shoot like, this one shoot like 10. I saw it not because they're telling me. And I said, God, thank God that because if we are drawn, we are 4. Do you understand? We thought that the gun wasn't, is like, so that was how the journey started. So in the morning, they were beating us. As at that time, we already, they did. They said we should start. So they will go through all your phones, you know, and call your contact, ask you, they will give you the phone to call people.
Listen.
You know, one of the things I must say here, and honestly, I'm not afraid to say it, each time somebody ring our phone,
listen,
they will take the number and they will dial some network to know who the person is.
Are you kidding?
Yeah.
Are you hearing?
Yeah.
Okay.
So that tells us that they are not actually doing it on their own.
They're not illiterate either.
Well, they are not illiterate.
Okay.
They know what they're doing, even though they are not educated, but they understand what they're doing.
Okay.
And this is a cartel. This is a networking thing.
Cartel.
They speak to people in the communication world, in the network.
Okay.
You know, because they were telling me that, Allergy, all this money, they're asking me because they started from 40 million.
Listen,
to about 5 million.
From 40 million.
Day.
Okay.
They said that they are not the only one that are going to share the money. The military, the police people, the communication, because each time somebody calls me,
the military,
you know,
the police are going to share the money with them.
They will speak
to
somebody in the network to know
where that person is going, who the person is.
Are you hearing
in fact,
that?
When they collected, when they took the 5 million,
how did you even come up? How did you even come up with the money?
Okay.
In that thing? How did they get it?
Listen.
Was it transferred?
That's another story. They brought it cash to them. They told me that they will know if the money, if there's a tracker following the money, you know, it's a serious thing.
They will know if there's a tracker in the money.
When I heard about the Kaduna attack, you know, my spirit just went back to what I went through because I know what the people will be going through now. It's something that is hell. There's nothing to define it than is hell. And listen, you know, the funniest thing is that we were walking around. We trekked out of the almost 72 hours. We trekked for almost about 50 hours. Because each time you spend like 7-10 hours in a place, they will tell you to move to another location. They have people that is talking to them, monitoring their location.
Are you hearing that?
So it's not just
people are talking to them. Pantami
is unheard of in this country.
Okay.
You know, because my 5 band boys that were left went to report to the military checkpoint. My immediate elder brother is a prince, is a king. So he too was already connecting people. You know, if you are, honestly, I'm sorry to say this, I don't have any other country, but if you are kidnapped, you're on your own.
Are you hearing that?
Let me tell you another thing that happened.
Person don't have any other country.
Because our release was...
You can imagine, he don't have any other country. Tell him now, he will still talk about Nigeria. Oh, why Nigeria is sweet. Why Nigeria is... Ask this man, what are you benefiting as a Nigerian? What have Nigeria ever done for you? Nothing. There is nothing to show for it. But he is here sitting because his brother is a king, because he knows politicians, he knows governors, so they are close to power. But he could not afford 40 million. He is close to First Lady of Lagos. He is close to Governor of Lagos. He is close to this one, close to that one. They cannot afford 40 million to pay to Fulani. They begin price his life like a fish. Crayfish. And they were pricing his life, but look at him. My brother is a king. I contacted the First Lady. I was speaking to the First Lady. I speak to Sam Okposo. I speak to this one. I speak to that one. I'm a musician. I'm an artist. he cannot afford 40 million to bail his life. He was pricing his life up to pricing it until he priced up to 5 million. But he opened his mouth and talked about Nigeria. Oh, I love this country. I love this country. But this man was just seeing his debt, and he was bargaining his debt and his life. From 40 million, he bargained to 5 million, and he's proud of Nigeria. He could not afford 40 million. With all the governors, with all the wife of the governor that he know, with everybody he know in Nigeria, 40 million, he could not pay Fulani. Now listen.
Purely a miracle. The Oba, one of the Oba in Ondo, 3 days after I was released, was killed. The Oba of Ifon.
Okay.
I saw that.
That's right. He went for a meeting, and on his way back, they shot him dead.
Like that.
Just like that.
Are you hearing?
So this thing is not just ordinary. They can't kidnap you without the help of some certain key people, communication, military. When they took the money, they flipped the money, because there's a way they will know whether the money is being tracked.
Really?
Oh yeah, it's in my presence.
Okay.
They even gave me 5,000 Laji. Gashi.
Okay. They gave me 5,000 for 5 million.
Zakabinon.
Okay.
I'll pass this place and pass this place, and I'll escape.
And then you go.
I told them that how do they know the roadmap of the bush?
Okay. You see, from 5 million he paid. Remember this man? This man told you that Nigeria, in fact, everything is gone in Nigeria. He loved this country, but he have to be very sincere with you. He said, if you are kidnapped by Pantami, Gumi and Co., you are on your own as a Nigerian. Still, he wants Nigeria. I do not know the kind of voodoo the Fulani have done that made a lot of people not to think. How can you say all these things? How can you identify this big problem that as a Nigerian, if you are kidnapped, you are on your own, but still you want to die in Nigeria? Still, you are pricing your life with 5 million. Still, when you pay 5 million, they give you 5,000. 5,000 to go and take transportation. I want you to listen.
Said that they can trek anywhere in Nigeria without getting to the express. Wow. Yes, because I experienced it for 3 days. Because they picked us from Kaba. Then we got to Ondo, we got to Auchi Bank, we got to Kogi Bank back. They brought us to Kogi Bank, trekking. Because it's shorter to trek from that end because they know all the roadmap, because they are naturally...
They are bandits. Their job actually is within the forest.
That's right. And you see why each time where they are negotiating, they have people that they talk to. That this is the nature of the negotiation. This is everything. So it's not just ordinary. It is sad that the country that I belong to, that I'm serving, I've been playing music for over 3.5 decades in my country.
And nothing to show for it. You get kidnapped after you play music for decades. And ordinary Fulani are demanding 40 million from you. You use 40, you after all your decade in Nigeria, they kidnap you. And then you enter voicemail. I'll just receive something. Now they say that Nigerians to submit national identification number by May before boarding train. These people are serious. They are seriously working they are running out of time, because the Biafra agitators, we have destroyed their plan. So you can imagine, they tell you now that you must submit your national identification number before you can board the train. Who does that? Who does that? Submit because they want to make sure they control everybody, so that you can be sleeping one day, they will throw bomb in your house. Ifani, the introvert, thank you for your super chat. Thank you, Mr. Simon, for your relentless exposition. A country that rejects the truth will embrace lies and die. Exactly. The truth will free us. Exactly. Thank you very much for your super chat. We appreciate you.
I've had opportunity to stay in abroad with a green card.
Yes.
But I can't. This is where I belong.
So why are you complaining?
I feel great being in Nigeria.
You feel great. Why are you complaining?
Every of my friends all over the world now, they tell me, say, boss, You want to kill yourself in that country?
Okay.
Let me tell you, I just had a daughter 3 or 4 months before that kidnapping.
Next time you will not make it. Next time you will not make
This
it.
is the last thing.
So you will die a
Because
proud
it's not
Nigerian.
something that you can. As I'm talking to you, I'm already feeling traumatized.
Oh, really?
I'm having headache just listening to this.
Okay.
You understand what I'm saying now?
All right.
The second day,
You have not learned your
we were
lesson.
in Ekiti, the bank of Ekiti. They said, "Are we hungry?" You know, another side of the story is that for about 28 hours, we didn't have anything to eat. So, but because we've been trekking, you needed water and fluids. So we don't have option than to, because they know everywhere within those states, 5, 6 states of that area. So we had to drink water that they used to clean their cow. We drank it.
Okay.
I took it.
They have cow. Okay.
So the second day they said, yeah. And they are used to it because they are on drugs. They are fetish, because while we are walking, I was asking them, aren't you guys tired?
Okay.
You know, as a Yoruba boy, there's something we call kanoko.
All right.
You might not know what it means.
What does that mean?
It means that you can decide to trek from here to Ibadan and the road will be shorter.
Okay.
And they told me that that's what they are, because this guy, they jazz a lot.
All right.
I was with them.
Okay.
You know, at times I wish I didn't experience it, but at times
The jazz is working on you. The other jazz from the Fulani meat.
Our lives, I mean.
Because you cannot be complaining like this and then you still talk about Nigeria. You're not normal.
Sitting down, this is what you want. Because we had to be forced to take such water.
Yes.
In fact, we were drinking it with happiness, because we lost food.
Okay, with happiness.
We
Wow.
passing out, basically, you know. So the next day they told us, when it was second day, they said, do we want to eat? What do you want to eat?
Yes.
So somebody went to the market in Ekiti State.
Wow. They went to the market.
You know, Kogi, Ekiti, Ondo, they share boundary.
Yeah.
I said, where are you going?
Yes.
You know, by the second day, they were talking to me a bit, because I can communicate a bit in Hausa.
Yes. Very friendly.
They are not friends in Hausa, but
so
they told me that their father owns the land.
Wow. Their father owns the land in Nigeria.
They say their father owns the land, and since they are not getting what belongs to them,
yes,
this is what they resulted in.
Wow. And Pantam is supporting them
because they said Fulani owns Nigeria. And you know, whether true or false, because I was just listening.
Yeah, you are just listening.
And they said that
yes,
this place belonged to them from whether 16th or 18th century.
Wow.
And all of a sudden, they are not getting what belongs to them. So they have resorted to kidnapping, adoption, and everything. And they said they only do 3 jobs.
Okay.
They kidnap, they join Boko Haram,
they
do rituals.
They do 3 jobs.
Oh! They say what kind of rituals? They say
Pantam gave them job.
Somebody, and people can't really come to get them, or fortunately or unfortunately, it resulted into death.
Yes.
So they cut their body part and sell it.
Oh, wow. They cut the body part and sell it.
That was why they told me the first night.
And he want to be part of a country like that.
If one of my guys slowing them down, they are going to kill him.
Yes.
And cut his body parts. And now they will still make money. They are not going to run.
Okay.
They are not going to lose anything.
Okay. Yes. So, and you still want to be part of a country like that?
I wasn't arguing with them.
Yes.
Who dare you to argue? As at that time, we're already in heaven. Because we already knew. In fact, we had zeroed our mind.
Okay.
That, well, that's the last. Because, in fact, I remember we've said our last prayer more than 30 times.
Really?
It's not something
and you still want Nigeria? Wow.
One of them went to the market for 5 hours. Because they had to trek from the thick forest. So by the time he came back, he brought a gari and a palm oil.
Yes.
And mixed it and said we should eat.
Hey. And it was... You were like, you are eating salad.
So they actually they do business in the same market that we go to buy.
They live like normal.
They live like normal humans.
Yes, they live like normal among
the guy went to the market and came back. He went to the market, bought the gari and the palm oil, and he came back
like normal human being.
5-6 hours.
Yes.
So when he brought the palm oil, I told my guys, how do you eat? So some of them had to had to rush the Gary.
Yes, they rushed the Gary.
We were just taking the Gary. And
they were very friendly.
Now, every time they want us to trek, they will smack us with the gun,
Ah.
you know, and everything. So,
and that is what makes you a Nigerian.
Prior to now, they've been negotiating. People will call in.
Oh.
You know, and I remember my boss, my pastor,
okay,
will call in, and he will be praying for them that leave my son.
Yes.
Each time he calls in, after 3 or 4 times that my Oga calls in, I'll be praying that he should not call him because.
Are you serious? He's
calling
to pray.
He's calling to pray. They will beat us after his call.
After his call,
they will beat us mercilessly.
Aye, the prayer was not working.
Just praying, you know, with faith that no, leave my children. I have no money.
With
they
faith,
will beat the hell out of us.
Oh my God!
Hey. You know.
But was there any time that the security operative even called, or did anybody reach out to the police, the army?
Well, there are 2 of my adopted mom.
Did you hear that? He said that the pastor will call, and when the pastor call, the pastor will pray. The pastor will say, I command you, leave my children alone, leave my children alone. With faith, you know. After the call ended, these guys will descend on them. Hey, with koboko, with a gun. Boa, tuka. Your pastor is calling to pray. Boa. Every time the pastor call, they are receiving beating. So the guy now started praying against the prayer of the pastor. He said, at a point, he began to pray that pastor will not call again. Because each time the pastor called, the pastor put fuel for inside the fire. So the prayer was fueling the beating. Jesus Christ. Well, I don't see this guy photo before. the president in a photo. He was praying for the pastor not to call. Jesus Christ. Hi. Hey. I've never seen anything like this. You were praying for your pastor not to call. While the pastor was praying, while the pastor was calling to pray. Jesus Christ. Chai. Photo. This thing will not go keep us in. They will never do. Pastor is calling. Pray. After the prayer, the Fulani will descend on them. They will beat them. So the guy began to pray against the pastor. I've never seen anything like this one. Let us hear him again. We're going to go back.
And mix it and say we should eat.
What?
Listen.
So they actually they do business in the same markets that we go to buy.
They live like normal.
They live like normal humans
amongst us. The guy went to the market and came back. He went to the market, bought the gari and the palm oil, and he came back to the forest about 5-6 hours later. So when he brought the palm oil, I told my guys, you know, how do you eat? So some of them had to rush the gari. So we were just taking the gari, and they said we should start to trek. Now, every time they want us to trek, they will smack us with the gun.
Yes.
You know, and everything. So we started. They've been prior to now. They've been negotiating. People will call in, you know. And I remember my boss, my pastor,
yes,
will call in, and he will be praying for them that leave my son.
Yes.
Each time he calls in, after 3 or 4 times that my Oga calls in, I'll be praying that he should not call in because.
Are you serious? He's calling to pray.
He's calling to pray. They will beat us.
You see, after 4 times that the Oga, which is the pastor, called, he started praying against the pastor from calling. Because the first one, the pastor called. After the pastor calling, boa, boa, boa. The second time, after the pastor called and pray, boa, boa, boa. The fourth time, after the pastor called and pray, boa. Then the guy begin to pray. He said, please, Pastor, God, please, this pastor must not call again. I do not know which of the prayer God is going to answer. which of the prayer God is going to answer? Is he going to answer the one that is there, suffering? Or is he going to answer the one that is calling to pray to deliver him from the hand of the kidnappers? This one tire me. Photo. Let us continue.
Same markets that we
go
to buy.
They live like normal humans amongst us. The guy went to the market and came back. He went to the market, bought the berry and the palm oil, and he came back to the forest about 5-6 hours later. So when he brought the palm oil, I told my guys, how do you eat? So some of them had to rush the gari. So we were just taking the gari, and they said we should start to trek. Now, every time they want us to trek, they will smack us with the gun, and everything. So we started. They've been prior to now. They've been negotiating. People will call in, and I remember my boss, my pastor, will call in, and he will be praying for them that leave my son.
Yes.
Each time he calls in, after 3 or 4 times that my Oga calls in, I'll be praying that he should not call in, because
are you serious? He's calling to pray.
He's calling to pray. They will beat us after his call.
Okay.
They will beat us mercilessly.
Oh, mercilessly.
He's just praying, with faith that, no, leave my children. I have no money. They will beat the hell out of us. That guy that is always calling is praying that
Was there any time that the security operative even called, or did anybody reach out to the police, the army?
Well, there are 2 of my adopted mom that I wouldn't want to mention.
Yeah, don't mention that. They are first ladies now.
To the government, and they called. They were able to locate where we are. But what was said was that if they attack where we are, there are many, they might be able to rescue, but they might lose some of us.
That's what they said.
That's what they said, because
they locate where they are, and they could not strike, just like the way you are seeing the one on the video here.
And few of the first ladies, they tried.
Yes.
They did all what they could, because they couldn't believe that it's happening to Tosin, that they know.
Yes.
When you hear this thing, is a different
2 first ladies.
To someone that is close to you.
And I think few days to that time, I spoke to the first.
Did you hear that? 2 first ladies that had adopted mom. 2 first ladies. First ladies means that 2 governors' wife. 2 governors' wife. In all these 2 governors' wife, this guy could not raise 40 million. He has to price his life up to 5 million. They reduced his life to just 5 million. And he was communicating with 2 first lady. He know first lady of Lagos. He know first lady of Kafanchan. He know first lady of this. 40 million first lady could not. One first lady could not bring. They have to suffer until they take the risk to bring the price down to 5 million. But he was communicating with 2 first ladies. Lord, because listen, and he want Nigeria. Nigeria, no. And do you know the worst? This man, when they paid the 5 million to release this man, as he was going, he met another kidnappers. They begin to chase after him. Other group of kidnappers, Fulanis, they want to kidnap him. And he had to run and enter taxi. Okay? That was how he escaped the second batch of the kidnappers. to Patami. And he opened his mouth. Oh, Nigeria is our country. Listen to the story till the end. Listen.
This lady, which I won't want to mention her name, after 3 or 4 times that my Oga calls in, I'll be praying that he should not call it because.
Are you serious? He's calling to pray.
He's calling to pray. They will beat us after his call. They will beat us mercilessly. Say that man, he's just praying, with faith.
Okay, they say no sound.
My children, I have no money. They will beat the.
They say no sound. All right, so let us refresh. Here we go.
Yeah, that of us that your God that is always calling is praying that Kesheku,
Was there any time that the security operative even called, or did anybody reach out to the police, the army?
Well, there are 2 of my adopted mom that I wouldn't want to mention their name. They've made several efforts to the government, and they called. They were able to locate where we are. But what was said was that attack where we are, because we are many, they might be able to rescue, but they might lose some of us.
That's what they said.
That's what they said.
So that is express ticket. No attack. No attack on the kidnappers.
Especially, and few of the first ladies.
You can imagine the excuse they are giving. Excuse.
They couldn't believe that it's happening to Tosin, that they know. When you hear this thing, is a different thing.
When it happens to someone that is close to you.
And
America came to Nigeria soil, to Boko Haram and ISWAP then, to rescue a kidnapped American. And nobody was killed. They killed the terrorists and rescued an American. Operation carried out by American Marine. But Nigeria, they say, oh, they are not going to attack because if they attack them, they are going to kill the people that were kidnapped. They are going to kill the victim. It becomes excuse, deliberate excuse, white card excuse, green card excuse, not to kill the terrorist. That is why they will always tell you, no, do not go there. Don't attack them. You are going to kill the victim. But America came and rescued their citizen from the hand of Boko Haram. And the American citizen was not killed. Are you hearing what I'm hearing? Nigeria designed to make a mockery of the black man intellect. A clash of value system, a forced marriage of irreconcilable worldview. Whereas a unifying worldview makes a nation. Thank you very much, and you're very welfare support chat. We appreciate you. Are you hearing it? The reason they are not going to attack.
I think few days to that time, I spoke to the first lady, which I won't want to mention her name.
First lady.
And she didn't know. Is it Tosin that they are talking about?
Yes.
And for months, she couldn't even talk to me.
Okay.
She told, is this my own Tosin?
Is this my own Tosin?
And I remember the first lady in Lagos, after I was released, she called me to Marina and said, Tosin, We need to talk about this thing. This
Yes.
is not tidy. We need to find a way
Yes.
to help people that it will happen to. I mean the first lady.
Yeah, and after that, I mean, so before I even come to the aftermath, how did they collect the ransom?
Well, when they eventually said, okay, we should look for 5 million from 40 million.
Yes.
That was the last day, which is the third day. So special thanks to friends, colleagues, pastor, everybody. There's nothing I can practically do. So they put the money together. My pastor, everybody that I wouldn't want to just mention them. I appreciate my colleagues. In fact, first of all, the gospel industry was thrown into pandemonium and chaos.
Wow.
I remember.
Oh, he's a gospel singer. Okay.
Big Bolaji, BJ Sachs, all of them. They didn't even know that 3 nights. They don't know where they are. They were just praying because by the grace of God, I mean, I'm not just one of the bottle in the industry in that regard. So
yes.
Nathaniel, everybody was praying. Sam Okposo, I remember when they called
Sam Okposo. Okay.
They just kidnapped your friend. Sammy had to swear for the guy calling that. I think you are joking.
Yes. He was in Nigeria.
2 days ago, we were on a project.
Yes.
And the pastor called Sammy back and said, Sammy, we are not joking. Say, you guys must be mad.
Okay.
You can't joke with me that they just kidnapped us because
yes.
2-3 days ago.
Because other people that are kidnapping are not human beings.
Everybody was.
Were they speaking in English when they were making this call, or you actually called them, or they made the call?
I know. I reached out to my assistants in church, and God bless his soul. God bless his soul. Afolabi, okay, wonderful guy. He did a great job.
Yes, very, very great one.
He was the one interfacing with these kidnappers and reaching out to my friends, family, and everything. He did a wonderful job. It would have been God too. So when we put the money together, they transferred the money. The people I was going to perform for, they had to transfer the money for them. They too, the event was just in a mess. That's another story for another day. Anyway. Because imagine they are preparing for events.
Yes.
So the event was just sorrow, pandemonium, and chaos.
Yes.
People, their blood pressure was skyrocketing. They took some people to hospital. Everything was upside down.
Yes.
And they transferred the money to somebody in Kogi.
Okay, somebody in Kogi.
If I will bust, to my surprise, they said we had to rent somebody that will carry the money.
Okay, you have to rent somebody that will carry the money.
That carry the money, they don't even come back alive.
Okay.
The kidnappers might kill them.
Okay, there are those who carry the money to kidnappers will not come back alive.
And, they brought the money, so the kidnappers said they only need the number of the person bringing the money.
Okay,
and they will know whether the money is tracked, whether the person is tracked, they will know.
Are you hearing?
Starting with them in Hausa, that how would they know? They say I should keep quiet.
Okay, they are working with DSS.
Intelligence is higher than we that went to university.
Okay.
Obviously,
Pantami.
So when they were bringing the money, they collected the guy's number. They called the guy's number. There's a way they will call the number. There is a way they will speak their language to some network, and they can. So they will be tracking the person bringing the money, knowing how many people they are coming, because they can see all this. They are professionals.
They are tracking the people with their phone.
They instructed the guy where to put the money.
Okay.
Where they will meet him. So they collected the money and brought the money to my presence from the guy, and they released the guy.
Okay.
When they realized that the guy
was practically neutral.
The money wasn't tracked. Because even if they collect the money and the money is tracked, because there's something that they will use to track the naira, that you know the location. So they discovered that, in fact, we were already begging them. Because the people in Kogi that we went to perform for, they said, no, they will track the money. I said, we were begging them that, look, money, let the money just go. Let the money go. Because we are with them. We've been with them for 3 days. We know how intelligent, how sharp, how connected they are. So we begged them that they should never track the money. Let the money go. So eventually, nobody tracked the money. We gave them the money. So they collected the money, checked the money. They flipped one like this. I don't know how they tracked the money. So they flipped the money and said, hey. So they now came to me. They said they are sorry.
They now apologize after receiving the money.
They said it wasn't people like me they wanted on that particular day.
Okay.
That was when I knew that I wasn't set up.
Okay.
But they said that I was just their food.
Okay, you're just their food.
Okay. Just make money.
Joseph Bishop, thank you very much.
Okay, you know what? Allegedly, we got 10,000. Lakashigamota, the Zakabinan, they are telling me the routes to pass. Unfortunately, as they released me, another kidnapper wanted to kidnap us. Before God of my creation. That I'm telling you, because when they released me, when I got
another kidnapper want to kidnap him.
My guys were tired. They couldn't, because we have to walk from the bush, maybe another 45 minutes, 1 hour outside.
Yes.
So we were trying to look for a taxi. So we saw another bunch of kidnappers. They are everywhere.
Another bunch. Okay.
They have network everywhere.
Okay.
Everywhere.
Did they give you receipt?
So I said to God.
Did they give you receipt? So you give to new kidnappers that you just burn yourself.
How did you know they were kidnappers?
Okay. So when we got out from the bush, we saw other people on the road, same road, and we are afraid because of our experience already.
Yeah, he said 5K before. Now he say 10,000. Of course, not only him now. There are many now. So they give him 5,000. He give 5,000 to other people.
Running after us. So a taxi came, and in fact, we were dragging one of my boys when we rushed into the taxi because the taxi didn't practically stop. So we were now asking the taxi guy that the people running after us, is it there are another scent of bandits?
This is not good.
Absolutely.
This is worrisome.
I grew up in Kano, in this Jos, Kano, especially Jos.
Yes.
It's like London.
Yes.
Yes, that is what Jos used to be.
About 47, 48 years ago,
yes.
I practically grew up in Jos.
Okay.
I went to Baptist Primary School, Jos. Baptist Primary School, Nasarawa, Kano. So this is a different story entirely.
Now, when you came out,
he said that Jos was like London.
Did you have conversations? Did you approach the security arm of government, or you already gave up?
Well, like I said, I'm a prince. My elder brother, a king, was already talking to the king in Kaba, talking to everybody. Then, by the grace of God, my people in Lagos.
He's a prince. His brother is a king.
Excellencies, they were already trying to see what they can do.
Yes, the excellency, everybody.
The only report was that place is dangerous. If they attack the place, because we are many, we need to attack the place wisely. And what if they can't get 4 of us out, and in the process of rescuing us, they lose other people?
Yes.
But you see, they are talked to security agents. But what I can categorically say is that those people are working not by themselves. They are working with the people giving them guns.
Yes.
With the security agent.
Now, I want you to understand one thing. He mentioned Jos. He said Jos was like London, like many years ago, which is truth. Let us look at Jos today. I want to bring to you video from Jos today. This man was telling you Jos was in London. That was before. I get them before not be property. I get them before is not property. And this man is still saying, Nigeria. Oh, Jos was like a London before. And so what? This is the reality of Jos today. Listen.
Mary Chinda, if you are there, quickly, what's the latest update from Plateau State? We're in Kanawa local government area.
Oh yes, I am in Kadam local government area, and the faces of these people in this local government area is not full of smiles at all. It is fear. It is some sort of apprehension. They don't know if they are safe or not. They don't know what's going to happen next. It's also sadness. You know, they're all wearing gloomy looks over what is happening.
Really?
Now, aside the 106 bodies that were found and buried.
106, and they are still counting.
Dead bodies in the bushes.
Okay.
They're still picking up dead bodies. I mean, according to what the local government chairman has actually updated the Rise TV here. So it seems to be an unending
they are counting the bodies
dead bodies
one by one.
That they will be picking up the whole of the week. Notice that this attack happened Sunday.
They were picking it up the whole week.
10, and I'm just being joined by 2 of the men who have been assigned responsibility of guarding the lives of these people in this constituency. One, by my right, is the local government chairman, Dr. Gaga, who's the local government chairman, and of course, I also have the member of the House of Representatives who's actually on standby. But I'm going to take the chairman just right away, so he can recount to me, to Nigerians, what he's told me in private concerning the attack on April 10.
All right.
Doctor, tell me, what exactly happened here on the 10th of April?
This yesterday.
Sunday, 10 April 2022, people residing in Kukawa, Gambo, Karam Dungul were attacked by heavily armed bandits on motorbike, over 7 motorbike, and each motorbike carry 3 well armed to the teeth. And they keep pursuing our people, shooting them at close range. Burn houses, broke shops, scattered away all the provisions. Rustle cows, all domestic animals were rustled. Some people are still missing. I'm not sure how that is, that they are dead in the bushes or they have been kidnapped.
That is what we are preventing in the East
but the people
through the Eastern Security Network.
Who assume they have been kidnapped. Our people are traumatized. Our people need support. Our people need assistance. We hope the federal government, the state government, well-meaning individuals, organizations, both international and local, will come to
They have been crying like this for years.
Without roof on their head. There are many people now without food to eat when they break their fast this evening.
Okay, Doctor, one of the questions I asked you earlier is, what was the response like? I mean, this happened on Sunday afternoon, and according to you, according to what you've told me off camera,
off camera, okay, discuss off camera.
What was the response like on that fateful Sunday afternoon?
Honestly, on that very Sunday, there was no rescue on time. By the time the army reaches there, the bandits have already fled into the bushes. But there was response. The army were mobilized, police were mobilized to go. And even right now, they have already taken over the place, and people are almost returning to their burned houses. So the response was
political statement,
but came very late. Because
you can imagine. This is what is killing them. You can imagine. He is looking for help. He is seeking for help. At the same time, promoting a failed country. He said that even now, the security agents are there. They have taken over the place and people are returning back to their burnt houses. How can somebody return back to a burnt house? How can you return back to a burnt house? If you listen to it, you will know it's a complete lie. They have created IDP. Nobody, Fulani can never attack anywhere and people will go back there. It never happened anywhere. They have created IDP. This man opened mouth to say people are returning back to their burnt houses. He opened his mouth and said, returning back to burnt houses. How can you go back to burnt houses? It is not possible. But he's saying he's here. He is fighting and running away from Fulani and still afraid of speaking the truth, defending his people. Now listen.
Somebody was arrested to ask, why are you killing people randomly like that? What have they done for you? These are people that are not government employees. They are not contractors. They have nothing to show. The road to that place, you better imagine when you're going to visit that, you will see the road. What's the benefit of government? They cannot even live. So the question now is, are we safe in this country? Who is safe? Who can raise up his hand and say, I'm immune to this attack? Nobody. Myself, I'm not immune. The people is not immune to this attack. We only pray to God that God should come to our help.
Doctor, let me cut you. I mean, when you say the response you got was quite remarkable, I beg to differ. Okay, and that's because I'm going to be asking you again. What time did you get information of this attack? And I mean, what did you do to alert the security? And then at what time did they get there?
Immediately we got the information. I was in contact with the GOC commanding.
What time did you get this information?
Maybe barely 1 hour, because the network there is very poor. But barely 1 hour at the time we got the information, and we immediately get in touch with the GOC, Commissioner of Police, Permanent Secretary Security, and they started mobilizing.
Okay, I'm just going to cut you. So you're the House of Reps member representing this constituency. I mean, what are your thoughts on what's happened here?
It's very terrible and horrible. Just like my face look and the face of the people I represent. Okay. What is unique to me in this attack Is the over 106 people that I killed. I know over 50 of them one-on-one. They elected me to be a member of a state house of assembly and become a deputy speaker in Plateau State. I won election massively in that area. And in 2019, they elected me to be in the House of Representatives. Okay. So it is very painful that you know people that voted for you by name and they are not there to even support you tomorrow. But the uniqueness again is, what have we done? Have we attacked any community? Do we fight with bandits or terrorists? We don't know that. This is one of the most peaceful local government in the history of Nigeria. But why the attack?
Okay, so I'm just going to cut him right there and hand over to you in the studio right away.
Did you hear that? I didn't say it. So that guy was mentioning Plateau State. Was like London.
They're telling me the roads to pass. Unfortunately, as they released me, another kidnapper wanted to kidnap us.
Yes.
I'm talking before God of my creator. That I'm telling you, because when they released me, when I got to the express, my guys were tired. They couldn't, because we have to walk another from the bush, maybe another 45 minutes, 1 hour outside. So we were trying to look for a taxi. So we saw another bunch of kidnappers. They are everywhere. They have network everywhere. So I said to God that, is this in Nigeria? Because I lived in
How did you escape that? How did you know they were kidnappers?
Okay. So when we got out from the bush, we saw other people on the road, same road. And we were afraid because of our experience already. So we were looking for taxi. So the taxi couldn't come. So we were running on the road. We don't want to wait on one spot. As we were running, they were running after us.
Yes.
So a taxi came. And in fact, we were dragging one of my boys when we rushed into the taxi, because the taxi didn't practically stop. So we were now asking the taxi guy that the people running after us, is it there are another set of bandits?
This is not good.
Absolutely.
This is worrisome.
I grew up in Kano, in this Jos, Kano, especially Jos, is like London.
Yes, that was what Jos used to be.
About 47, 48 years ago.
Yes, 48 years ago, we've seen the London.
I went to Baptist Primary School, Jos, Baptist Primary School, Nasarawa, Kano. So this is a different story entirely now.
Now, when you came out, did you have conversations? Did you approach the security arm of government, or you already gave up?
Well, like I said, I'm a prince. My elder brother, a king, was already talking to the king in Kaba, talking to everybody. Then, by the grace of God, my people in Lagos, my excellencies, they were already trying to see what they can do, which they did. To be candid, the only report was that place is dangerous. If they attack the place, because we are many, they need to attack the place wisely. And what if they can't get 4 of us out, and in the process of rescuing us, they lose other people? But you see, they are talked to security agents. But what I can categorically say is that those people are working not by themselves. They are working with the people giving them guns, with the security agent, with the networks. I experienced that. Do you understand? So even if my people are trying to help me, they are getting information from security agents and network.
Of course,
and that's why they change their location every few hours. We change location for about 5-6 times over 3 days. Changing location. And we'll trek at 7, 8, 10 hours to just go to another place.
All right, you just heard that. And of course, we have spent almost 3 hours on this program, and you've just known that for the very first time, when we were accusing this Pantami that what he was doing about the NIN and whatever is not genuine. You cannot entrust terrorists, to start handling sensitive data and sensitive issues and sensitive things, just like you can't entrust them with uranium and all that, because they can use it to do anything they want. So that is why it is very important for everybody to know the reason we kick against any kind of NIN, because they want to use it to control you. So now if you are kidnapped, they go into your account, they know how much you can afford. If people call you, they use their number to track who they are and what they can do, their financial capability, and they use it to take the money away from you. And then they use that money to fund and sponsor the terrorism and taking over on Nigeria. So, the only way to stop this is to join hand with Biafrans and stop Nigeria from existing. Make sure you join hand and divide Nigeria. The dissolution and disintegration of Nigeria will solve all this problem once and for all. On this note, I say, God bless you. May God bless Biafra. May God bless Mazinam Dikano. May God bless Oduduwa. May God bless Middle Belt. May God bless Amazonia. May God bless all of you, the IPOB autopilot worldwide. May God bless you. I love you all from here. Good night and see you again. This is already almost 3 a.m. here where I am, and we will see again tomorrow. Good night.
ABC Nigeria.